Hi guys, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk, Giordano Plastering. Today what I'm going to show you guys is how to fix a little hole in your ceiling. What happened? The folks were up top and they stepped through. Have I done that? Once I've done that, where you're up top in the attic and you put your foot down, and as soon as you feel that going, you pull up quick, but it does happen. Here's a stud right here, or the rafter, the joist, whatever you want to call it. There's a stud right here. So they put their foot right here and it buckled it just slightly. 100-year-old house. What is this stuff here? It's gypsum plaster. So what we're going to do is we're going to patch this. I'll give you guys a couple tips. And I just answered this question on YouTube on another video, probably yesterday or the day before. They said, Kirk, with the bonding agent, how long do you have to put it on before you can plaster? Guys, I'm putting this pink stuff, and they got all different colors. I just prefer Larson's. This is called Plaster Weld. Larson also makes Weldcrete for exteriors. Are there other bonding agents? Absolutely. You can get them at Home Depot or Lowe's. Okay, so I put this on just now, and see here, almost immediately, this wood sucks the moisture or water right out of this bonding agent. This bonding agent here, it's mostly water. So to answer that question, how long do you have to wait prior to the bonding agent? I can do it right now. It's a bit tacky. That's perfect. If I wait an hour, that's okay too, guys. There's no right or wrong. It can't be dripping wet, but this is ready to go. Jason and I are going to go down, and I'm going to show you this grit right here. There's two ways to match this ceiling. One of them is to plaster and take a roller with a nap, say 3/8. If I use an 1.25 inch nap, it'll be very heavy, and I can just roll my plaster before my plaster's set. Or I could put a handful of sand in my mix, and I'll show you the sand we're going to use too. This is very fine sand. What is it? It's called it's termed 20-30 or 30-30. It's a silica sand, very fine. So we're going to go down, Jay's going to mix, and it's actually going to take me about 5 minutes to patch, if that. I'll show you how we do that. All right, guys, I got some other quick tips for you, so I got to ramble on and tell you about them. If you want to skip through and just watch me plaster, you can do that. Naps, okay. If I were going to use regular plaster, this is the nap I would use to achieve that texture. If I use this heavy one, this is just the nap. It's an 1.5 inches. This is 3/8. This would give me the texture I want. This won't. It'll be too heavy. That being said, I'm going to use this float here to float it. Now, while I'm on this subject, if folks always call me and say, gee whiz, we can't find that bonding agent, Weldcrete or Plaster Weld. Guys, this works too. It's sold at Home Depot or Lowe's. What it is, it's a bonding agent. It's for concrete to concrete. It's for plaster to stucco. You name it, this will do it, guys. You don't have to use exactly what I said. Now, as far as the plaster I'm going to use a gypsum-based plaster. Now, I usually buy my materials from Westside Building Materials. They're in Oakland. There are shops all over the country. I like this Fast Set. But a lot of you guys call me and say, Kirk, I can't find Fast Set. Depending on what part of the country you live in, or you might live in, I don't know, around the world somewhere. You guys, this USG, it's very, very popular too. Same stuff, guys. Let me show you a tip too. When you mix this stuff, guys, it's real important that you know this. Okay. It'll say it on the bag. All you do is add water. Now, what happens, busy street, guys, what happens if you use a bucket like this? You see how filthy this bucket is? Well, this bucket is filthy. It'll take 20-minute gypsum-based mud, and it'll set it in 2 to 3. In other words, Jay is on the camera. He'll mix this, and as soon as he mixes it, he can put water in here and slam it out, and he'll have a little sand castle. So if you use a dirty paddle or a drill or a dirty bucket, it'll set that material quickly. So just know that, guys, because we've lost a lot of it. And also, guys, it's kind of cute. These bags all say they're kind of carcinogenics. If, say, you put this on and you're not very good with your tools and you have to sand it, wear a dust mask, because this stuff is not good to inhale. And for some folks, they even put here, this product is not for human consumption. In other words, guys, don't eat it. It may look like oatmeal, but don't eat it. It's bad for you. One more tip, guys, and then I'm going to go plaster this. And Jay's going to use this equipment right here. That's a clean bucket, clean water in order to mix this. Otherwise, by the time he brings it to me, it'll be set in the bucket. Okay, this is regular stucco sand. It's Portland, or I'm sorry, it's Felton sand. It got Ole and Felton, and that's for plastering. Or we can go with a heavy top sand. What I'm going to add is a handful of this right here. This is Silica Sands. It's a 20-30. If I use 30-30, that's too fine. So he's gonna mix about, for that patch up there, guys, he's gonna mix about this much, that much in a bag right here. These come in about 25-pound sacks. So he's gonna mix about this much. It'll give us a lot extra. I'm gonna throw the excess in the garbage, and we're gonna put about a handful, this much of this sand in it. That way, I'll go ahead and apply it. I'll watch it dry in about 5 minutes. I'm going to take this float and float it. That means I'm going to bring the sand or aggregate out of that finish. Nothing to it if you guys know what you're doing. And all of these little boring tips I'm saying right here are pretty important. Anyway, he's going to go ahead and mix, and then when we get up there, I'll show you how we spread it out. All right, guys, we're about to spread this out. Jay just mixed this up. And what happened with that? I added sand to this, so technically I contaminated this 20-minute mud. Rather than 20 minutes, it's going to set in 10. All right, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to get all my edges first. Drop down. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to key it. See these? I want the mud to go through those, mushroom on the top of here, and that's how it keys. All right, so let's see. Let's take it like so. And your mud should be like whipping cream, guys. If it's not like whipping cream, well, that's all right. But if it's like whipping cream, what you do is you key it. It's called keying. You want to get it where it keys through the wood lath. All right. One more time, guys, and that should do it. All right, we'll take it here. Boom. Take that, and notice, guys, I'm going into the plaster. And when I say into it, I'm taking it into the keyed areas on the side. Now see right here where it's scratching. Why is it scratching? There's sand in it. If I had not put that sand, it wouldn't get this little scratch effect. So I'm going to take it one more time. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's it. Okay, guys, we are about to float this. These two floats will work. This green one will bring out more aggregate, make it sandier. This bricklayer's float will make it a lot finer because it's not as porous as this one here. The holes aren't as big. But because I'm in a hurry, I'm going to use a roller. And when I say I'm in a hurry, this patch right here has got another 15 minutes to set. We added some sand, which sometimes retards it and sometimes accelerates it. Right now it's retarding it. How do I know? Because I can look at it and I can still see moisture. So if I can still see moisture, I know it's not ready. We take the 3/8 nap roller. All right, with this roller here, I put a little water on it, guys, a little bit of water. That way it won't stick, because if you put it dry, you could pull the whole thing out. And notice this texture. It's just a really super light texture, so you got to have a little fine thing. Now what I'm going to do is, let's try it this way. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. There it is. Now I'm going to take right here the edge where I have a different finish, and all I'm going to do is go over the edge like what they did. There's a fella here, he says, oh, gee, Kirk, come and look at this other room. How come they have a different texture? And I said, well, what they did is they didn't use what I'm going to use. I'm using a Fast Set gypsum. This gypsum here is really Fast Set. What they used in the other room is they used taping mud. And they taped the whole ceiling, and then they went over it with a heavy roller. He says, how do you know that? And I said, well, I can see it. I've been doing this so long, I know this kind of stuff. So all I'm doing, guys, is I'm looking at it and just trying to match it as close as possible. None of their patches in this house match, but I told them, hey, we're professionals. We'll make it match. So anyway, guys, what I'm doing is I'm looking at it, and just making it match. So there you have it. There's a lot of ways to do this, guys. These are two of the most common. Can I show you about another 10 different ways? Sure. But these are the simplest for you guys. So I want to show you guys simple ways to do it for you DIYers. Keep thinking that DUI like in, we don't want to go there. Okay. Anyway, guys, there you have it. And see this little pinhole? I'm going to let that set another 5 minutes, but we're not going to show you that. And I'm just going to roll over it, and it's going to match perfectly. Anyway, guys, there you have it. My name is Kirk. Jason on the camera. We thank you guys for watching, and we've detailed this out so anybody can do it. You guys now have no excuse for not doing it yourself. My name is Kirk. Jason on the camera. Once more, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Once again, folks, we thank you for watching, and I really enjoy all your comments.
If you guys like this video, please click the like button down below, and also if you enjoy what we do, subscribe to our channel so we can keep making these videos for you.
My name is Kirk.
And Jay.
We thank you for watching, and from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one.